What's good, everyone? It's your man Akeen, and welcome to today's blog. Dallas Cowboys picked ninth of the first round of this year's NFL draft, and I have a pretty interesting pick. But I would have to say is that when this team is healthy, they're a very dangerous squad. Tony Romo is coming back this season due to last year's injuries, and I think he could lead his team to the playoffs. One thing they really need to improve in and have some development in is their running game. Felix Jones needs to step up this season and prove why he's a first rounder. With all of this supporting cast, Miles Austin, Roy Williams, a great quarterback in Tony Romo, there is no excuse why this player is not an all-pro. He's an outstanding athlete, and I think he needs to increase his speed back to par when he was a first rounder. Last season he bulked up, but he lost a step or two in his speed, and I think he needs to get that speed back. But what the Cowboys really need are players on the defensive side. They need a good linebacker, inside linebacker, to replace Keith Brooking, who's coming to his 14th season. He's getting banged up and a little old for the NFL, and they need a player to replace him. They also need a defensive end opposite of DeMarcus Ware. And two players that I have in mind for this position are Robert Quinn from UNC and J.J. Watts from Wisconsin. Robert Quinn is a great athlete. In his junior year, he had over 10 sacks. He had a great season, but last year he did not play due to suspension, so he could cause trouble on the outfield. We can never know though. But J.J. Watts, he's an outstanding athlete as well. He could play the 4-3 or the 3-4. He's a very versatile player. He's a relentless player with a non-stop motive. He's not a great pass rusher, but he could cause havoc in the line of scrimmage and stop the run. He's a great player. His best game last season was against Ohio State, who was #1 at the time. He had a couple of sacks and a couple of tackles for loss. He was basically the defensive player of the game. He had an outstanding game, and this is why I kind of have him in this selection as well, between him and Robert Quinn. I have to go with J.J. Watts though, because he played last season. Quinn was off for one full season. You don't know how well he will perform. For tomorrow's video, I'm going to talk about the number 10 pick given to the Washington Redskins, the arch rival of the Dallas Cowboys. Thank you for watching today's blog. I'm your man Akeen. Be easy.